Yeah, fine. I was not able to see the, yeah, fine. I was not able to see the chat. Sorry for that. I was there on that window. Yeah, select the computer sound option. Okay, there you will be able to see the voice. Okay, just a second. Can you tell me if anyone is facing any problem? Okay, so still you were facing the problem, Rami Reddy. Can you try with the computer sound?
డైరెక్ట్ కనెక్ట్ అయితే అయిపోతుంది కింద లింక్ ఉంటుంది కదా గో టు మీటింగ్ లింక్ లాగా
Rami Reddy, what you can do that you can just log out and try to log in once again. You will get option over there. Yeah, Prasanthi is telling that click on the preferences, on the call preferences and choose computer audio.
దాన్ని క్లిక్ చేసి ల్యాప్టాప్ లో మనకి కాల్ మీద కాల్ ఆప్షన్ ఉంటుంది.
Okay, so I have muted everyone, and if someone is willing to, unmute themselves, you can unmute yourself, and you can tell. Ramiredi, is it fine now? Recorded session, however, so if anyone is not able to join over here, he can go through the recorded session. Fine. Okay, so here what we can do that we can choose the now we can create the custom variant based upon our requirement. Generally we go for this modularization unit and database access. Okay, you can select everything over here. In just I want to trace function module and subroutines, so I have just selected over here like this. This is my requirement. In your case, you can select all this and all this over here under the database accesses. So AC30, just I have saved it, and duration type and all we can keep as it is. Okay, here aggregation full, Perkle position and none is there. Just leave it as it is. Okay, just save it, just go back, and then you now click on this execute button. Click on this execute, your program will be it's asking, you can see that runtime analysis for ZMB28 demo 41 has finished. Now you can click on this evaluate button. So you can see that what it is telling, the maximum time it has taken at the DB layer, right? The database, it is showing over here 294,234 microsecond it has taken, right? And here the 573 38 microsecond has taken. System has taken how much time? 121. System means the system program and all. Okay, so this has been taken only the 121 microseconds. Total time has been taken this much. So this is the overall picture you are getting over here. Now you want to analyze some another part. For example, here you can see that this is only showing about what? This is only showing about the subroutine and function module. So what subroutine we have called here? Here the program this got called, right? OpenSQL. The SQL also I have enabled over there. The fetch statement, open statement, fetch, open cursor, close cursor, right? System event, select single, close, open, select single. So this is what we are able to see how the how this is working, right? There's a flow over here. You can get the total time, how much it has been taken over here, the program name. So you will get some idea over here at the select single. If some custom record is there, like if we have some select query over there and it has taken some more time, then for example here OpenSQL snwd underscore s underscore I, this particular statement, the select statement we have written over here. If you double click over here, or let me do one thing, click on this particular button, it will take you to the place where it has put the select query, right? So from here also you can see that how much time it has taken. So net time is 3 microseconds. The gross time is 84.4. What is the net time and what is the gross time? Okay, what is the net time and what is the gross time? You will understand this one. Here it will be little difficult to understand, but once we will go to ST12 transaction, there it will be very easy to understand over there. Okay, so we'll understand here everything I have not collected. Okay, so maybe little difficult, but let me do one thing. If you just go here or select this default one, okay, default variant. If we're going to select this default variant, default, right? From user, no, this is not from this user, this is a normal, right? And just remove from here. Yeah, so I've just removed the user from here and given the default. The default is also the default variant, right? So here's a short description. Another test I'm running. This time we will get more data over there. Okay, run once again. It got executed. Runtime analysis has finished. Click on this evaluate button. Again, this time it is telling the most of the time has been taken again on the database layer. You can see this graphical representation is telling you like that. This is the hit list where it has gone. This is the filter button. So if you want, you can see the application program, system program, database interface, all these things which you want to filter, you can select and click on this OK button. Okay, click on this button, and here also again the same thing you are able to get over here, right? What it is going, what other option you are having over here. Just go back once again, and here now click on this other file. No, leave it. File info. The file info we are able to see. I'm just trying to show you some detailed information. Okay, so we also get the detailed information, system program, database interface, technical. If everything I'm going to select, in that case here based upon that selection you can get the data over here. So actually I was trying to show you, just go back once again, and from here application program is fine, system program I'm going to remove, database interface if you want you can keep, database interface the native SQL. Okay, technical database information, DINPRO, system processing and memory and program runtime. remove this database native one also. I'm just going to remove. Click on this OK button. Now click on this button, and here you can see that how much time per subroutine it is taking, right? And for each select query, how much time. For example, here the select single, one code is written over here, select single. This may be in the standard class. So if you put the cursor over here and click on this button, you can see that it is telling you for this particular select single star how much time was taken. Okay, so here the net time generally we go for the net time. We'll have to look into the net time, how much this particular select single. So maybe this select single would have run 4 times or 5 times or 6 times or whatever. Okay, so the net time for executing this particular select single, the net time was taken 5 microseconds. Okay, but the preparing the query and then other things also need to, means the preparation, the cursor need to be open for execution of any select query. So if you include everything, in that case this much the time it is taking. Okay, so this is the important part. The net is the important part. Okay, just a second. Yeah, Rami Reddy, what problem? Again, you are facing the problem. Other people are not able facing any problem. Can you check your, uh, just so. Okay, let's go to the program over here, and here we can see that the various information we are able to see. The net one is the important, select single, all these things. The db buffer, buffering information also it is telling db buffer, get table, get o, right? Buffer concept we know. So getting the data from the buffer is very fast, right? That's why the less time is showing over here. All right, so this is one transaction which we can use based upon our requirement. Okay, just if you want to analyze about the application program itself, that's fine. This application program you can select and click on this button, and here it is telling submit report, program, load report, system. So what actually in our program is there, you can see this is only select, get runtime, and this there is no subroutine, nothing like this top of page. One subroutine is there. Okay, but in this top of page there is no more thing is being done. That's why now it is not showing anything. Maybe what we can do that, let me check if we have some program where we have multiple subroutines. I will show you that how it's working. Yeah, here you can see the 3 subroutine we are having. Let's copy this program, and we will start taking the execution, trace execution, control V. Yeah, you can see that automatically it has come over here because it has taken the data from the what parameter ID, right? So from that parameter ID automatically it has taken, that's why automatically the name is coming over here. Click on this execute button and it got executed. Output it is showing. Just go back. Runtime analysis has been finished. Click on this evaluate button, and here you can see that at a BAP layer it has taken 31,510 microseconds. At the database layer it has taken, still at the database layer it is showing in the red part, right? So maybe what we can do, we can go and analyze this one. Okay, go here. Application program is fine. Just want to see how much time has taken at what places. Here you can see the more data is coming, right? For this perform first list display, how much time has been taken over here. The 30 for this particular perform, the net time to call this particular perform and end, the net time has been taken this much. This is the net time. Okay, this is the net time we are having over here. So this is total execution for that particular subroutine. this much time has been taken to display this particular subroutine. Whatever code inside this has been written, everything has taken this much. Again, if you see that perform list output new, right, then this particular subroutine has taken 114. So what you can do, put the cursor over here and sort in the descending order. Okay, the submit report, that is fine. This is the gross time, this is the net time, that's okay. Whatever the time is taking over here to come, submit report means what? The total time to execute this particular subroutine. Okay, the total time to execute this particular program. So whatever the code you have written inside this particular program, everything is hello, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, Pankaj.
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah. So here, like what you can do, that you can descend, you can put into the descending order, and the total time has been taken this much, right? And then this subroutine general field out 2 is taking this much, call screen 500 is taking this much, perform get line. So I just want to see about my program, right? So what you can do, put the cursor over here and do the filter. Not this particular filter, I want to filter this particular program. Okay, I want to filter this particular program. So filter this ALV, give the Z, my program name is starting with Z, and ZMB demo 28, and here you can see that most of the time has been taken by this particular perform Marcy append ALV. Okay, this is the most time has been taken. So we can go and we can check, we can analyze this. However, 86 microsecond is nothing, it's a very less time. Okay, it's a very less time, we can ignore. So overall performance you can observe over here, these are in the microseconds. So our program performance is good, it's very good if you see over here. But still, if you want to analyze that which particular statement or which particular subroutine has taken maximum time, you can come over here and you can analyze over here. So this Marcy append ALV has taken maximum time. You can put the cursor over here and click on this button, and it will tell you that it has taken maximum time. What you have written over here, it has taken this statement, you have taken this reuse ALV block list append. Okay, this is taking the maximum time. This is how you can analyze nicely your program. Okay, prepare field, how much time it is taking. This particular subroutine is taking how much time? 44 microsecond. Subroutine means total. This subroutine means total. Means to execute this prepare field, this particular prepare field statement, to to run this much of data, to process this much of data, it has taken how much time? It has taken, just go back, and here you can see the 44 microsecond it has taken for that particular subroutine to get execute. Okay, so this is how perform append underscore ALV, right? Fetch data Marcy and append, correct? So different subroutine, how much total time it is taking, it is telling you. Again, perform prepare field. If you see that prepare field has been there 4 times, right? Prepare field is there 4 times, correct? So this was one prepare field, right? This is one, this is the second, this is the third, this is the fourth. So all the fourth, here second, third and fourth. The first prepare field has taken most 44, 44 microsecond, but the another prepare field is subroutine has taken very less time. Okay, so once your first prepare field got executed, maybe at that time it would have put everything in buffer. Okay, and then the another prepare field was very fast to populate the data. Okay, so this is how. So this is very most frequently used tool, used to be in the past when we are not available some SAT or SE30. Now we have the another tool called SAT. This is the replacement of AC30. This is the newer than AC30. Okay, if you compare this is SAT I have just opened. You can come over here and you can see that this is the SAT transaction I have opened. /o AC30. If you just compare side by side over here, old AC30 I am opening, and just you can see that here you have in the SAT measurement and evaluate interface looks similar, right? You can see that interface is looking almost similar, right? But here you have the two, here you have another tab called evaluate, and here you will be getting all the collected trace, right? So very minor differences in terms of user interface. It's going to be it's going to give you little better experience than AC30, but the work is going to do the same. Okay, so if you want to analyze your program, you can use this SAT transaction instead of AC30. However, you will start AC30, it will ask you, please use the new SAT. Yes, I will use the new SAT. I know that AC30 and SAT is same. New SAT gives some better interface and everything. So we'll go to the SAT transaction, and here again you can start analyzing the program. Click on this execute button in the same way. All other concept remains same. Okay, just go back. Okay. So here you can see that the so many option we are having, right? Here so many option we are having. So this is the default one. This is again default variant, same as the AC30. When I came back directly, it was taking me to a particular screen where I can analyze. Okay, if we just remove that particular option, then click on this evaluate button, and here you can see that this is the last one which I just collected. Here you will get the last. Here you can sort it into the descending order. Okay, you can sort it here in the descending order, and you will be able to just select both and sort in the descending order. Okay, so 13 July, 8/16, other 3 trace is also here, whichever we have taken from the AC30, that is also over here, right? Just a second, someone is here trying to connect. She is able to connect now, fine. Srinivas, I'm not getting audio. Srinivas, can you please try with your this software, using this software, FCC software, free conference call is having the desktop application. From there you can download and you can try to connect with that. Okay, please try with that and use the computer sound over there as an option to go into. Yeah, and select the audio call option. That's fine. Next to video. So please select the audio call option next to video. Okay, fine. So this is how we can do the trace. Okay, select this one and now or double click over here. If you double click again, you can see here how nice interface and so many things in the segregated way it is showing you, right? So on the desktop one, you can just leave it. Go to this hit list. Here under the hit list, whatever you have seen over there in AC30, the same thing it is also showing you over here. Okay, so here the fetch, Marcy, open, everything is same, nothing is different. You can again do in the same way, you can put the cursor over here on the net microseconds, and here you can put into the descending order 5097 and all these things, right? And total time you can see that which particular a statement or which particular program has taken more time. Okay, so here because the DB layer information is also we are having, so mostly the time has been taken by the DB layer. So fetch statement, fetch Marcy has taken the most time. So it is telling that this select statement has taken the more time. That's why this 5097 is at top. Then open, this is another open DD17S, open all these things. We are not going to bother about this. PPR Mara, PPR Marcy, right? PPR Mara and PPR Marcy. This is again some DB layer work is going on, and for that purpose, it is showing this. Okay, so what we are going to bother about, we'll have to click on this program called, it is there, the program called or calling program. You can put the cursor over here and select filter this with, we are concerned with about our program, so we are just going to select our G program, and then the fetch Marcy is taking more time. Okay, the fetch Marcy, just a second, someone is, okay, so we have seen this one, right? This particular time, this particular information we can also find from here, and then based upon your, like, if something is going to take more time, if suppose I know that this Marcy is taking more time, put the cursor and same thing, double click over here, it will take you to this particular value, and here you can see that up to 10 rows we are using, right? Select Matner. Here there is no improvement, there is no scope of improving the, you know, anything. We cannot improve more than this. It looks good. We have up to 10 rows also we have given. We are limiting the record. It is not like that select a star and everything, right? So whatever the performance guideline we have studied, there is nothing which we can identify over here, right? So maybe mostly what we can do, that we can put the where condition, but this is not, we don't want to limit our records in our scenario, right? Well, generally in real-time scenario, in where condition we can give the material number. Okay, so that will be our primary index. Maybe that will improve our performance. So this is what we are having, the SAT transaction. Then SAP came up with the transaction called ST12, very powerful transaction. This is the combination of ST05 and SAT. Okay, this is the combination of ST12 and SAT. Just before going to ST12, I will show you one important thing over here. There you can see that hit list we have seen. If you want to see what are the database tables got hit, this is the very nice tool from where you can find it. Okay, so here in my program, these are the database table got hit. Okay, and the total time consumed while processing the table is this much. So Marcy is taking the highest time, Mara is taking less than that, then this table, this table, this table, and this table. Okay, we are not bothering about this table because this is not our concern. We have used only Marcy and Mara. So if you want to see from which program it has got called, you may get that information as well. Okay, click on this layout setting is fine. Just I want to show you a few some option like program calling program, so that we can filter on the G program and we'll be able to see which is relevant for us. Okay, so this is the absolute percentage time, that's fine, we are not looking for that. Here this is the layout without database times. Okay, so the database time has removed from there, that is okay. Gross time Marcy, this is okay, fine. Okay, we are not able to see that information. However, we know that Marcy and Mara is our table, and at the table level total time, and in that program which are the total tables are involved, we have seen, right? Here you can get it. So this also becomes very useful in the support project. Okay, some tables, if we don't know, we can go and check from here which are the tables is getting hit. Profiling, this is known as the profiling. This is also one of the very nice feature of this SAT transaction. In this SAT transaction, it will give you the drill down. Drill down means, the meaning of drill down means just like what are the function modules called internal processing block. Okay, so call function, if you function modules, which are the function module calls, it will tell you that calling internal processing block, the function module, total function module has taken 222 times, means the total function module is the 222 times. The call function 222 times is there. 2730 is to process the total function module. Okay, it is to process the 2730 divided by 220. This is the net in this is in microsecond. So generally you will get everything in microseconds in all the transaction, whether it is ST05, SAT, ST12, you will get in microseconds. Remember, microseconds. So if you want to convert into seconds, you will have to divide by 60 on 1. Okay, 60 on 1. So fine. So here you can see that 2730 is the total microseconds to process this, the total function modules. Similarly, all the subroutines, how much time is taking to get processed, that is here 26382. Okay, this is the total time. Total subroutine call was made how many times? 1000 times total subroutine call was made. Okay, this is the net time for a particular, means for each so the total is here 100%, right? 100%. Out of 100%, 11.24% time has been consumed by subroutine. Okay, so what information it is giving you actually? What I'm trying to tell you, that the total time has been taken. Where is that one? Okay, no problem. We will see that one in another transaction, or maybe we can go to AC30 and there you can see at how much time has taken at the app layer and how much time has taken at the database layer. Here also we get, I'm not sure. Okay, but in mostly nowadays we are going to use the ST12 transaction. Okay, that's the combination of SAT and ST05. Okay, that we will see. All these things you will see there also. So that will give you the complete view of all this transaction. Okay, so subroutines here you can see that 11.24, the methods this much, and external processing block, if you are calling some RFC function module and all, this is going to give you load generate, runtime analysis, right? The miscellaneous SAP screen processing, how much time. So you can come and you can analyze. This is a very handy tool. From here you can come, you can see the database layer is taking 46.99% time, right? 46 point, the database access external and data access internal, right? So data access external means database. So at the database layer, how much time has been taken, that you can come and you can see from here. So 46% is there at the database layer. Right? And data access internal at is a 7.23%, and similarly the internal processing block and all, everything you can go and check. Desktop one, this is also, it is showing some same thing, but here the hit list also it is showing. For example, if you click on this internal processing block, it will give you all the function module. If you click on this function module, it will tell you that what are the function modules got called. So the list of function module is 222 over here. All the 222 function modules you will be able to see over here. Okay. Hits. These are the hits. The subroutines, you can see these are the subroutines we are having. All these subroutines, it is telling the 1000 number. So these all are the total, the gross amount. These are the gross amount. So at the subroutine level also you can see. So this is the information you can go and explore. Okay. Now we are having the most powerful. You were supposed to go to this transaction ST12. Everything you will get over here in this ST12 transaction. Everything, whatever you got in ST12, whatever you got in ST05. Okay, that everything you can get over here. ST05 trace SQL trace. So this is only for SQL trace, right? This is only for SQL trace. So SQL trace and some another trace, for example, HTTP trace or RFC trace, for that kind of stuff you can do. Here in SE30, what you can do, in SE30, you can get the SQL trace also, right? SQL trace also you can get, ABAP trace also you can get. SAT is the new transaction. SAT is the new transaction. New transaction, or SAT is the a replacement for SE30. SE30. Okay. Then the combination of both these came as ST12. This is very powerful. Everything you will get over here. ST12. This is the combination of ST05, ST SC30 plus SAT. Okay, this is the combination of everything. Okay, now click on the save button. ST12, ST05, SC30 and SAT. Go to the ST12. Give the, here you can see that multiple modes you are having, right? Here the just observe over here that you are getting the many option. For example, that I want to show you here. Just a second. Yeah. So let me close something. Okay. So here you can see that. Here you can see that. Just a second. Okay, I'm not able to use its annotation option. No problem. So what I'm trying to do, and that let me describe it little bit. Here you can see that we are having this particular option, right? And just try to understand over here. This is one option we are having here. This is one option. This is another option, and this is another option. Okay, what is the meaning of all these options? So here for the first tab, trace on or off is there. From here you can on the trace or off the trace. Okay, once you get the trace, if you want to collect those trace, collection means you want to see those trace, what the trace got collected. If you want to see those traces, you can come, you can click on this collect external traces option, then you will be able to see the traces. Then the statistical record, if you want to see the statistical record, this also is possible. A statistical record means STAD transaction. I will let you know that, just to understand, there are three tabs we are having. One is for trace on or off. Another is to collect the external traces. This is for the external traces if you want to collect, and this is for the statistical records. Okay. Three different options we are having. Generally, most of the time we are going to use the first option, trace on or off. This is our ST12 transaction, very powerful. This is the main transaction we will have to remember nowadays. Mostly the people using this transaction. However, the earlier whatever we have learned, that also we can use, there is no problem. But from here, everything you can get what you have got from the earlier what we discussed. So why to go there, everything if you go at one place, right? Here, once you go to the trace on or off, you under this particular tab, you have the multiple option over here. Here you have the multiple option. Trace for user task, work process, current mode and schedule. Okay. Trace for, this is trace for what? User. Trace for work process. Trace for current mode and trace for schedule. Okay. So for which you want to do the trace? Do you want to trace the do you want to do the trace for a particular user or a particular task? That is also possible over here. For a particular work process wise, do you want to do the trace? That is also possible. See how much flexibility it is providing. Do you want to do the trace in the current mode so that it will capture your current transaction, current processing only? If you want to do something else, that it will not capture. It will capture only the current program, whatever you are going to run. So this mode is very this current mode is going to be very useful mode, very efficient mode, and mostly we can use this current mode. Schedule. What is the schedule? We can schedule our trace in future time. Suppose if you have some background and that background runs in production in night by 12 o'clock, you don't want to you don't want to wake up, you don't want to wake up in night, and for that purpose what you can do, that you can schedule the trace at that particular time. It will, once that time reach, it will start taking the trace. Come over here once again. So trace on or off, this is the most important option which we are going to use mostly, right? External traces, if you want to select the external traces, see how many different options you are having. These are for the statical traces. Okay, the different option you are having over here, right? First one is important. The first one I'm going to check trace for particular user. If you want to take the trace for a particular user, you can give the trace here. You can give some means some meaningful text, so that you can later, if you want to filter or if you want to search your trace, you can search trace for ST12 demo. Server, it also gives you the option to select the server. Just leave it. By default it will take all the server. Okay, that also we wanted to get the trace from all the server, right? Because our application server is a bunch of multiple servers, right? Multiple instances. We want to get the trace on multiple instances, right? That if you want to take if you want to take the trace on a particular server, here the list of the server will come in the real time in your organization. If you go to the ST12 and click on this particular button, you will get the list of instances over there. This is the demo server. This is not a powerful server, just for the demo purpose. So it's only one instance is running for this particular server. Some 40 GB memory and all will be there. But in your system, maybe 1 terabyte RAM or 2 terabyte RAM itself will be there. Here only 40 GB RAM or something like that it is, right? Username. For which particular user you want to do the trace? Here I want to do the trace only for my user, okay, ABAP HANA 03. Or if I want to take the trace for my colleague, I can give the username of my colleague over here. So it will start taking the trace for that particular user. Fine, it will start taking the trace for that particular user. Fine. Task type, I want to select all the tasks. Click on this start trace. Okay, once you click on this start trace, whatever you will do, everything it will capture. For example, here in the command bar, I'm giving /o SE38 because I have to run the program. So that particular activity has been also captured because I have given my user ID, right? I'm tracing my user ID. So whatever I'm doing with my user ID, everything is getting tracked. Everything is going to get traced. Right. So program is ZMB28 demo 38. This program I just want to run. This we got the output. The trace is now, trace it has taken. Trace is still on. I just want to end the trace because I have run that particular program. I just want to end the trace. Okay. And then click on this OK button. Okay. Trace got finished. Okay. So what would have been better? It has taken the, did we want to capture this also? We didn't want to capture this also, right? So what we could have done for the better data, we could have done, I'm giving the another comment over here, demo 1, everything would have been correct over here. Before enabling the trace, I would have come over here in AC38 and give the program name. I'm ready with this particular moment to execute, right? Enable this, start the trace, click on this OK button, just come at this particular moment and run this, right? Why to give that in command bar /o AC30 and all, because everything that will capture, right? Now just go back and end the trace. So this would have been, and here you can see that all the necessary one is only the 2 files is got created more than 10 milliseconds, right? So it has just split the file. System has realized that more file size is there. Okay, then it has splitted the file into 230. One is for 31 KB and another is for 54 KB. 2 file it has considered and it has collected. Select this one, select all these, and then click on this OK button. Okay, leave this one as it is. No need of selecting over here. If you try to analyze everything, you will be able to understand what actually it is trying. What actually here the option it is giving to filter the trace, which trace you want to get. Here you will get lot of trace. In the large program you will get 10 trace, 8 trace, 9 trace like that, or 5 or 6 trace you will get. You don't want to analyze all those traces. You just want to analyze the traces which is having some certain number of lines. You want to trace only, if you want to trace only those data in the traces where the RFC is involved or RFC is not involved. If RFC is not involved, I'm going to remove this. TRFC, I don't want TRFC also. I don't want HTTP also. I don't want update also. Dialog BTC others, that's fine. TRFC framework, ST12, that is okay. RFC. So task type, these are the different task type you are having. ST12 I'm going to collect. Okay, so from the ST12 whatever it got, that at least I should get. Click on this OK button. And here one tricky thing that from here also, if you want, you can see you can just select your trace. This is my trace. The latest one will be my trace. This is my trace. Okay, Abafana 03 and Abafana. Right? So this is my trace. 2 has 2. But here it's a little difficult to see the trace, and also better what you can do that, click on this full screen. Okay, if you don't know, then you will here their interface is also not that much very good. If you try to scroll down or scroll up, you will face some issue. So better go into this full screen. Here you will get a good idea. Okay, so here this is the latest one which I have just executed. Expand this one, select both, click on this ABAP trace or click on this particular option. Okay, so better if you have multiple traces, right? If you have the multiple traces, then what you can do that, you can expand that one, select both and click on this merge and display. And the first one, ATRA measure time, just select, click on this OK button, and here also you will get very nice overview, everything at one place. In ABAP layer, how much time it has taken? 27,601. Just let me remove, just to give me a second. Okay, so here you can see that 27,601 microsecond it is there. Here 106,693, everything we're able to see over here, right? Now here also the same thing, right? Here also you can see the come to this net, just uh, go into the descending mode. Net, remember that on net you will have to put the descending. Which particular statement has taken most time? Select Marcy. Here also it is telling you that select Marcy has taken the maximum time. Double click over here, it will take you to this particular statement. You just analyze this. If this particular statement, if you can optimize. No, I cannot optimize. Or if you have the possibility to give the where condition, you can give some where condition if there is some possibility, and matner you can use in the where condition, right? So it will improve the performance because the matner is the primary key, right? So in where used key, in where used, we can give the field which belongs to some index. So primary index is based on the primary key, so we can use the primary key over here, right? Save it, activate it, go back, right? We have come over here. So select Marcy. Here call transformation, select, insert, all these things it is telling. This particular perform is taking 1929 seconds. General field output. Let us see. But this you can see that this is a standard program, right? This is a standard program. We cannot do anything over here. Just leave it. Why to unnecessarily bother? Because that is a SAP standard one. SAP has already the things done optimized for him. We don't have to take care about SAP. But if you still think that SAP has done some potential mistake, generally we will not be able to find. But if you still find something, you can raise a OSS note. Okay, you can inform to the SAP, please look into this. Okay, so if you will realize that okay, this may be some problem, he will go and he will correct, or for that he will release some particular notes. Okay, so that notes maybe we can implement. Fine. So here you can see that select Marcy. We are bothering mainly about our G program. So this has taken to see the two statement is taking a lot of time. Select Marcy and select Mara. Okay. So this is also taking a lot of time. Mara and Marcy. See, database table. Database table mostly takes time. From here you can realize that how much time. So just we are taking the 20 query from here, 20 results we are getting, see underscore 20, right? 20 records, and for the 20 records it is taking this much microsecond. Another is see 4 microseconds. This is nothing, microseconds, nothing means zero, no time, right? So that's why we'll have to be careful while doing the query on the database. That's why inside the loop we don't have to put the query, right? We don't have to use the select and end select, because select and end select also runs in a loop, right? Select and end select also runs in a loop. So whenever any database select query comes into the picture, we'll have to be very careful. That's why I wanted to show you. And this is how you can analyze the performance of your program. Okay. This is the ABAP trace you are having. There is a performance specific tab here itself. From there also, from ABAP trace also we have seen that, from ABAP trace, from here also we have seen the time measurement, right? This also has given a good idea. There is a dedicated tab over here called performance traces, right? Click on this performance trace, and here you can see that it is same as the ST05, isn't it? In ST05 also you got the right select like that, correct? We are bothering about our program. So here you can go the program wise, it is not telling, no problem. What we can do that, first go to this duration. So which one has taken how much time, right? Go to this duration, and here you can see that you can expand this one. Click on this button, it will expand it. You will get the filter option. Click on this filter option. Sorry, click on the descending option. Okay. So the duration it is showing how much time which particular select query has taken maximum time. This particular select query, this we don't know which is a particular select query, right? This is our program. This I was talking about actually. The program name, it is there. Okay. Give the Z over here because we are bothering about ours, and in ours program this particular select query nsdm underscore v underscore marcy. So see, this is giving you so nice overview. Actually, when you give the select query on Marcy table nowadays, because CDS has come into the picture, so the select on Marcy is going to the NSDM underscore V underscore Marcy. What I mean to say that just I have double clicked over here. By mistake, I have clicked on Mara. Go to this NSDM underscore V underscore Marcy. But from this particular query, it has called. Okay. Put the cursor over here and click on this particular ABAP call duration location. Click on this OK, and here it has come from here, right? It has come from here. So you have put the select query on what? Marcy, but database, what it is doing inside? Database is doing inside, it is putting the select query on this NSDM underscore V underscore Marcy on this particular table. You might be getting surprised why it is happening, right? And there is a concept called CDS in nowadays. Okay, in S4 HANA we have the concept called CDS. Generally I cover that one in CDS. Okay, but you should also know. So gradually you will learn about the CDS and all these things. Once you will get good command over here, just try to learn from internet about the CDS. Nowadays very powerful concept, the CDS. Okay, so what SAP has done for each table, now the S4 now the ECC architecture has been changed, right? Now the ECC architecture has been changed, and all the table has been, in the S4 HANA, maximum table has been removed. Okay, maximum table has been removed for Matner, Marcy, and all this. For Mara, Marcy, all this table, we are having a single table called MAT doc in the S4 HANA system. Okay, but still Mara and Marcy is having their own significance. We don't have to bother. Okay, fine. So this Marcy, if you click on this Marcy table, okay, it is having a concept called replacement object, proxy object. Click on this proxy object, you can see that NSDM underscore E underscore Marcy is there. Double click on this NSDM underscore E underscore Marcy, it was there, right? Go to SE11 once again, /o SE11 NSDM underscore E underscore Marcy, press F7. You can see that there is nothing is coming over here. Okay, but if you put the same over here and put here, just try to look into it. You can see that the code has come over here. So when you put the select on Marcy, for the Marcy, SAP has defined a CDS view from performance point of view. Okay, and because Marcy is now no more there in our no more there in our S4 HANA system. It's there in SE11. If you go and check, it is there, but SAP architecture is now getting changed a lot. It's there, you can see that Marcy is there, but if you put the select query directly on Marcy, it will take you to to this particular CDS view, and from there it will get the data. Just to improve the performance, they have done like this. Okay, this concept is little deeper. We'll see. If I prepare some video in my HANA classes over there, I will share with everyone. This is little important concept, so I will share with the CDS concept. Just go through. I will put the CDS videos. Okay, or maybe you can join the class, CDS class. You don't have to pay anything over there. If you want, you can join free of cost. I will let you know once I start the class. Fine. So CDS is important. You should learn at least about the CDS in terms of HANA. Okay. Fine. So Marcy we have seen. We will see this one in more detail, why it's going over there, what's the different advantage. Just to understand that nowadays maximum table has been removed from the ECC, and now most of the table has been combined together in a single table. Okay, and now that is going to be used in the S4 HANA. This much just let us understand. Okay, and so this ST12 is giving you the good overview, right? This ST12 is giving you the good overview. Performance, you also have the SQL trace summary, right? Click on this button and you can see the SQL trace summary also you have. Same as ST05, right? Same as ST05. From performance also, same as ST05 it was telling. So the multiple, its interface is little different, but it is having, it's having the very good overview. That's what I want to tell you over here. See, again it has come to, if you go back and back every transaction, it's a combination of every transaction actually. Okay, here the statistical trace, okay, SQL trace summary, mainly we are going to use these three. Okay, we'll see tomorrow about this statistical trace and all little bit, and we will go ahead. You understood enough how to do the trace. Once you will come into the real time, then you will be having the more exposure and will be able to understand how to use. The important thing what you will have to do, you will have to put the you'll have to put the cursor on this net amount. Just remember, this is the important point. Click on this descending order, then you filter your program which is starting with Z, okay, and press enter. Here there is nothing. Why it has not used my program? Just a second. Come over here, click on this OK button. Yeah, so click on this net, go to this, and from here you will just sort it, get the filter on this Z, press enter, and you will get your select query and your subroutine, everything you can find out from here, which is taking most time. Okay, so sometimes performance related issue will come, so you can go and check which particular select statement is taking most time, and you can go and you can check if you can improve that performance, right? This is overall theme of this performance improvement we are having. In the next class, we'll try to look into the another transaction in a very short way. I will not give 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, we'll complete the another transaction like STAD, and we will be having one more transaction. We have, yeah, only STAD is left. Other thing, there are so many transactions, for performance point of view. ST03 also you have, ST04 also you have, DBA cockpit also you have, but we are going to just see STAD, what it is. Other transaction you can try and you can go, because it's taking more time and this is not that much important. Gradually you will come to know with your experience. Okay, so these are the important transaction. Most of the we have covered. Tomorrow we'll see about the STAD. However, this STAD is also going to be used. All these four, whatever we have written over here, this is going to be used by basis people mainly. We also use sometimes this ST04 to put the native SQL. Okay, fine, then let's stop our session with this, and tomorrow we will learn about this file operation. We will give some 2 or 3 minutes time for this STAD to understand what are these actually total overview we will take, and then we will come to this file operation and we will see. Suppose if you have to write some file on the application server, right? For example, we are having desktop over here. So similarly, if you want to download the file, if you want to write some data in the file on the application server, that concept we will see tomorrow in our tomorrow class. In tomorrow class, that is going to be the more focus. Okay, so fine, with this let's stop our session where it become little larger. Sorry for that. Tomorrow we'll try to complete on time. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Any question if you have? Any question if you have? And I think there is no question. So for the assignment part, what you will have to do, I will suggest you to go through the today's video twice or thrice. Try to understand the concept. Take some programs which you have developed where multiple subroutine, multiple level subroutine you are having, and put the trace over there. ST05, ST03, SC30, SAT, right? ST12. Try to learn about more focus. Give more focus on ST12. Leave everything. Try to learn how to use ST12. Okay. This is the only assignment. First assignment, first what you will have to do, go through the videos twice or thrice. Then try to learn the ST12, how to use the ST12. And if you have any doubt, put in the WhatsApp chat in the group, or else tomorrow we will give some more time if you have any doubt. So please give some time, dedicate some time to learn the ST12. Forget everything. In ST12 you have everything. If you are efficient in ST12, nothing to learn. Okay. Fine, then with this let's stop our session over and we'll meet tomorrow. Bye bye. Have a nice day.